So, I forgot to mention it back there, but with hydration, and I know this is not pleasant for anyone, but you need to watch out what the colour of your wee is. I know it's embarrassing and everything, but it's really important because I'll try and find a chart here now. But honestly, on a chart, you'll have different colours of what your pea could look like. The darker it is, the less hydrated you are. So if it's sort of yellowy orange, start to get dark, it means you haven't drank enough either the day before. You might see in the mornings, that's completely fine. But if it's during the day, you haven't been drinking enough. And second of all, you don't want it to be completely clear. Now you think probably wondering, Alfie, why on earth don't we want it to be clear? Now, this is simply because if it comes out clear, all you did there is simply wash all your electrolytes out your body, which is what these things are trying to do for you. So just a little bit of context. I know I didn't explain it much early on, but it's got vitamin B1, B2, vitamin B6, calcium and 6 per 2 tablets, and then it's also got sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium and zinc. So everything that your body really needs for hydration and everything. But back to this. Reason it's bad to have it connect, you wash all your electrolytes out, and that what helps your body stop cramping and so on. So obviously, you can have a look online, but I'll put a little photo here somewhere. They'll do some mad editing skills. They're not great, I've got to be honest with you. But yeah, to show you ideally what colour. So, but if you're still a little bit unsure, you want to be aiming for about sort of a cloudy lemonade colour, and that's perfect. So, you're probably now wondering, what is parkrun? Parkrun is a weekly 5k where anyone and everyone can join, regardless if you're new to running, you've been in the sport for a couple of years, or coming back because you found your love for it again. So, you do not have to run every single bit of parkrun. You can walk it, you can have a chat with your mates, you can try run it all for a little bit of a challenge. It's completely down to you. So, it's a completely community as well, completely voluntary, and now and then we do have to raise funds for it. So like I said, I'll do mine down Barry Island. For any of my Barry Island parkrunners down here, that's watching my videos, you can relate to this bit. It is not the easiest parkrun, but I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that just to see how you react, because it's not easy, but it does help you with your mental game during your running. So whether that's whether that's you beginning in running or developing it, maybe you're looking for an extra bit of speed on the hills or a bit of endurance, all these factors have a toll on everyone who either starts, joins, well, that's the same thing, starts or joins, or just comes along, because everyone's different. So, the reason I run the day before. So first of all, you might have heard the word glycogen stores, and it's simply carbs. It's what you put into your body like there. I had a banana and carbs. So simply your body breaks down the carbs down to glycogen or glucose. Now obviously it's a lot of words here, but I'm going to stick with the plan. So eventually that glucose will get broken down to glycogen and will get stored in your muscles. So the reason I run the reason loads of people run the day before, is to empty out the glycogen stores from their legs and muscles and so on, so they can be replenished to their maximum store. So just say this is my stores now. about 75% full. Now my aim is to try and get as low as possible, so it can bounce all the way back up to roughly about 90–100%. I know that's not scientifically accurate, but screw it. But yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. It's about 6:15, so I do wake up about 5:30 in the mornings, just to get everyone's reality on it. But I do wake up about 5:30 in the morning, come down here, and normally have breakfast around 6. That leads me on to the next bit, because I'm going to major onto it, saving me stopping and recording again, is try and stick to your routine. So if your routine is waking up at 5:30, like I do, I know it's ridiculous for some to hear, but I wake up at 5:30, go downstairs, do my little bits before sorting my breakfast. I'll have my breakfast around 6-ish, or starting it sorted out at 6. I'll sit down either out here if it's sunny or inside, have my breakfast, chill out upstairs and everything, and get myself ready for parkrun. But the routine, obviously you'll know yourself and I know myself, and if you're someone who's still developing their routine, try and find something that suits you. Don't do a David Goggins and wake up at 4:30 in the morning and expect to do everything later on. Find a time, a type of food and everything that suits you, that you'll know that won't have a much effect on your body. Now I understand probably a lot of you watching my videos are sort of veggies and doing the carnivore diet, keto and everything and so on, and especially vegans. I do not want you cutting out carbs. Carbs is the main source of energy that your body needs. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, otherwise that's a completely another rant. So where was I? Oh yeah, I was mentioning about routine. So routine, stick with what you know. Do not stray off to anything new before race day. Now, you're probably wondering why I keep saying do not try anything new before race day. The reason for this, I've already said this before, I'm training off. But catch you at parkrun. Okay, welcome back. And tomorrow is my Cardiff race for victory, where I'll be hoping to go under 18 minutes. So I was thinking of making this video and simply how do I prep in advance. So first of all, it's straightforward, nothing complicated. So my first tip, or first bit of advice for you and what I do, is make sure to stay on top of fueling. So for breakfast today, so as you can see, got a banana, bowl of porridge with a little bit of sugar, and I've got a bottle of water. I know it's a bit excessive, but hydration and fueling is one of the key things in running, as some of you may know already. And if you're struggling for hydration, or you get cramps often and stuff like that, I normally go to Home Bargains to pick up these hydration tablets. You pop one of these in, I think for this one, you pop these ones, it will say on the back, don't know if you can see it there, but it shows you a bottle with how much water you should put in. And all it does, it doesn't hydrate you directly, it simply helps your body to hold on to that water for a little bit longer, allowing you to run maybe a little bit stress free. So you're probably wondering, about why do I bring this bottle around with me. So first of all, yes it's big, yes it's clunky, and nobody's going to be drinking all this water, but my advice is to keep a bottle on you, regardless if it's a tiny one this size, a big one like this, or a normal size bottle. You want to simply keep on top of your hydration all day long, and this will allow you to improve your performance on the coming day, or if not later on. So my race is tomorrow. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening, so it should be nice and cool. And one last thing about hydration and nutrition is do not try anything new. Regardless if you tried something from the same company or anything like that, stay with what you know. Like I said, I use these strawberry and lime ones because I know my body likes it. I know I can happily have a banana with porridge, a little bit of milk and sugar because my body can handle it. So do not try anything new, otherwise it might upset your stomach and so on. So in a bit, it's going to be parkrun. I'll bring my GoPro, well, my little tripod stand here with me. Get a couple of videos down Barry Island, which is where I do my parkruns.
4 hours later.
So now it's race day, Sunday. I've been working, well, didn't know I work at Barry Leisure Centre, and I've worked from 8 till 12:30 today, and now we're about 5.5 hours away from when the race is starting. So I'm gonna go over my race kit. So everyone is different, everyone's personalised to them, but this is what I like to wear. So for shorts, I use the Under Armour half tights, nice and snug, nice and fit. For some do like to carry around their phone or something with them, they do have a side pocket for your phone, your gels and so on. They're nice and comfortable, nice and flexible. I believe they're about £20 from Sports Direct, but you might need to do a little bit of hunting. Second of all, the most important one is the race vest. So I run for the Croupiers, which is in Cardiff, an amazing club if you're still looking, but you do have to be 18 plus to join. So we've gone over shorts, we've gone over vest, and the last thing is shoes. Now there's loads of shoes that I could get, and I've got 2 pairs of shoes that I have and could wear, but personally I've picked the Alpha 5. I love these shoes, as I've mentioned loads of times surely, but these are personally my best and most favourite running shoes out of them all. If you don't know, the Alpha Fly, and you got the Vaporfly from Nike. The Vaporfly is a 5k 10k shoe, and the Alpha Fly is a half marathon shoe. But you're probably wondering, why on earth am I wearing these? I'm wearing these because they're simply the best shoe for me. Everyone's got different kinds of shoes that they prefer. As I've been a tour runner, personally I like a bit more comfort, a bit more support, and since I've got a long stride as well, it's perfect. But you might have somebody who's maybe same height as me, might prefer lower stack height shoe, like the Vaporfly or something. Just to put in context, stack height is the maximum height at the back of the heel, and that's different for the forefoot. So you might hear shoes that have an 8mm drop, which means it's 40mm at the back and 32mm at the front. So that's my race day shoe. But to add a bit of luck, I've got these socks from a company named Shoe. Not the type of not the shoes, but spelled SHYU. So if you're looking for a pair of socks that match with your race day shoes, go over to their website. I'm pretty sure Ben is running does a discount. I believe it's Ben is running 15, all in one word, all in caps. But yeah, that's my race day stuff. So I'll be back later on with how it went. So as promised, yeah, I'll give my how I did and everything. So this is the top. Everyone gets one regardless. I don't know it's time the back, but everyone's name is on there, so it's pretty cool. So my goal, like I said earlier, or earlier in the video, was to go sub 18, which I successfully did today. So I'm honestly really proud and buzzing. And for everyone who did the Cardiff 5K, did an amazing job, and a quick shout out to the marshals who did an amazing job again, as well as the supporters on the streets. Amazing atmosphere, and nothing like that could be possible without everyone's support. So big shout out to them. But so like I said, when under 18, got about 1752, but still waiting for the official results. But I'm gonna post that on my socials or my Instagram when the official results come out. So keep an eye on that. If you don't have me on my socials yet, my Instagram is exactly what my channel name is. It's Sergeant is Running, and I'll post it up like that. But a couple of takeaways is, honestly, felt nervous. Can't lie. It was a little bit nervy on the start, but once you get out, the adrenaline carried me through. The second thing is training worked perfectly. I was a bit iffy about what and how I was going to approach it, but pacing was on point. And last thing, I just enjoyed it. So that is the roundup of what I do, what my kit, and everything to do with race day. Be more stuff like this in the future. But if you want some more videos, you know what to do. Hit a like, subscribe to the channel, make sure you put that notification on so you know when I release videos again. Catch you soon. Enjoy the grind.